Yeah, with the humidity today, we're supposed to hit 109.4 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's 43 Celsius. Hat and glasses, a must. You know, I bought this in the spring, and my son told me, he said, you know, that I made sure it fit these lithium Milwaukee batteries. You can buy these to fit Makita or DeWalt or all kinds of different, but these are knockoffs. This is not the Milwaukee pruners like this were $350 or something. This was like $60. My son warned me. He said, "You know what, Dad? When the battery indicator's flashing, one little dot's flashing, it'll keep working and it can ruin your battery because the Milwaukee tools and batteries talk back and forth. So it shuts off the tool when the battery is depleted and it can't discharge it any more than that. Well, this one, I watched it the first time I used it. The first time I went down below the charge indicator, you know, when it's flashing, and it kept going. I thought, oh, I'll just do a little bit more, and then I'll stop. I'll turn it off. Well, when I put it on the charger, it started flashing red, green, you know, like the TV show, red, green, which means if you look at the chargers, yeah, right there. So red, green is telling you the battery's no good anymore. So when it's just staying red, it's charging. When it's flashing red, it's ready. If it stays on red, it's hot. Oh no, I think it's green. Green when it's fully charged. Mistake of mine. So don't let that happen to you. If it discharges, this battery here, I bought it with the trimmer. It's an 8 amp hour. This is like $300 for this battery. 200. If you buy it separately, it's like $300 plus taxes and everything. You don't want to ruin that battery like that. I'm just going over some of the things I bought that are just incredible. This thing here we bought last year, I think. I bought it. It was kind of like I bought it used, but it was brand new. It had never been used. This thing is awesome. It's a hatchet. You can barely read that, but it does say hatchet. It's got this little chain on it. It does have little oil reservoir on the other side here. I was using it last night. It's awesome for me, it's ideal for either climbing a tree, although I put some electrical tape around the battery because I do not want to drop this battery from 50 feet. So I put tape around it to make sure it doesn't come off by accident. And my lanyard goes on here, which is tied to my belt. I don't tie it on this at all because I don't trust these little wires. I mean, I clip it to my belt on this, but the lanyard's on around the handle. So that's a mistake a lot of climbers. They clip it to their belt, and then that thing breaks and the freaking thing goes and hits the ground. But I use it for a tiny bit climbing trees, not much, but mostly on the ground in front of the chipper. If you got one little branch, it won't go through the chipper. You don't have to pull the cord and start your saw and warm it up, and then this thing here, you just pull the trigger, it cuts and put it down. So the other battery powered thing I bought, I think this is my third summer with this, is a Bauer. I plan to buy a whole bunch more of this stuff from Harbor Freight. This thing is amazing. It's funny that the battery indicator is on the opposite side of where it goes in here. It's not on this side, it's on the other end. So you can't see it unless you pull this thing out. There it is. And it goes forever. I just blew this machine off last night. I've been using this for probably over a week. 5 amp hour. And it's great for cleaning out the rad. I cleaned the air filter on it with it. Well, you should use a compressor, but this works okay to get the big debris. And then I blow off all the moor deck and everything, because this thing's just covered in leaves and debris and shrapnel. So I'm not a big believer in electric cars. I don't think it's the answer, but they do have their place if you don't drive too far. So that's a little short video on what I use from day to day. What else? Other battery powered stuff. I bought the trimmer. That battery came with the trimmer, the one that I just showed you, this one here. So when you buy the trimmer, you get the blower and you get this 8 amp hour. So I got the Milwaukee Fuel. It's a split shaft. you can buy other attachments for it. So I haven't bought any yet, but I do plan on buying more attachments, but they're expensive. So this thing's awesome. I can't. It's not any better than a gas one, really. The only good thing about it is it's lighter, and you don't have to deal with choking and warming it up, and you just pull a trigger and go. And it almost has as much power as a big trimmer, but not quite. It gets the job done. It's pretty good. It's for residential. This would be perfect. If you got a half acre or 1 acre lot, this would be perfect. Smaller than half an acre, it'd kind of be overkill. So you stick that 8 amp hour battery in this spot here, and it goes. So the plan was to buy more attachments, but because they're so expensive, I haven't. I do plan on doing that, but I really want the kind of like the pole saw, but not the hedge trimmer, but there's a trimmer. It's got 2 blades with teeth like a hedge trimmer, and they spin. One spins one way and the other one spins the other way. I think that would be awesome for cutting down big weeds. These big weeds that we got going around we got to clear the fences once a year around here, so anything to speed it up is welcome. So that's really, but it's $300 for that thing, so I might get it next summer. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go use the gas one. This is what I'm using today. It's the KM131R. I didn't remember what number it was. Just went to a shop. It's a air-cooled engine place, I call them. And he recommended I get this string. I just put it down. Where did I put it? It's got to go in a certain spot so I can find it at all times. Anyway, I'll find it eventually. Okay, this is what I bought. Titanium X Pro, I don't know, 100, it's 0.105, I think this is 0.95, which is pretty thin. I mean, this stuff here breaks when you hit anything, like big weeds. A chain link fence will break any string. It'll break this stuff, it'll break the next stuff up from this, but we don't have any chain link fence here. What we do have is lots of tall weeds, and it's not even August yet. So I know the weeds turn to like a woody stuff material in August. They harden off. They're usually very soft and tender in June and July. So I started trimming in June with this trimmer here, and it was just breaking the string like no tomorrow. So I switched to I was using the electric one. This doesn't cut it. It can't do the job. So I bought a roll of this stuff. 3 pounds should last me 20 years. I'm hoping 15, 20 years. Or until I'm dead, hopefully. So, yeah, that's what we're going to try. So I just thought I'd share a little bit of information with you. This trimmer here is actually, this 095 is perfect for it. The problem with the really heavy duty stuff like this is it will destroy the head of the trimmer. As you hit stuff, it just pulls so hard that it wears out and breaks plastic. And those plastic heads aren't cheap. They're $75 to $100 a piece. So I thought I'd just share that with you. Thanks for watching.